work, but there's a spirit within this work that keeps it going and makes it successful and keeps people aligned with this, even though they don't make hardly any money. I mean, they make a living working here, but they could be making a lot more money doing other things. But they stick with this because they get more of a reward from it because of what they're doing. The Ambassadors program is designed to begin to tell a story about OIC. Now, Reverend Sullivan was a celebrity. He didn't want celebrity, but he was because of the force of the personality that he was. And now he's gone, and we're finding that fewer and fewer people know about this great work that's going on in 26 states around the country. And so we've decided that we should align ourselves with people who are great in their own right, who still have an interest in what we're doing and who want to make sure others know about it.
Okay.
And so this gentleman here, Gerald Austin, stepped up to the plate and said, I'll be the first.
Oh, wow, okay.
You know, I'll be the first. And I want to know more about what you do. And we got him involved. We worked with him to help him understand. And it was easy because he got it right away. He understood Leon Sullivan, what it was all about. He understands the importance of job training, getting people, and you'll hear from him directly. I think entertainers are often maligned for not doing things, and I think we ought to make sure that they are encouraged and they are uplifted when they are doing things to give back.
I want to do it
community.
because, first of all, somebody helped me.
Okay.
You know, and gave me a chance. When I met the group, Manhattans, they gave me a chance. And God has blessed me over the past 42 years to continue to sing, have a voice, and still satisfy my fans. And I realized that they give to come to see me perform. And it's about time that after the blessings of God that I can give something back. And it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. In my temple, I'm a Shriner, called Common Shriner. And we, each class that graduates that comes through has to have a program. And my program was mentoring children. And then, but prior to that, I'd spoken to Art, and I'd gone to the website, and I saw how important it is for not just our children, but society in general, people in general, to be prepared for what's coming. Like now, the economy is terrible, but there are jobs.
Right.
But we need to be trained for these jobs. The jobs that we lost are gone. And some of those jobs, they're not gone per se, they're not there, but they have advanced. Okay. You know. So we have to be trained to be for that advancement, and if any way that I can help to make that happen, I'm happy to do so. Okay. You know, just like the music industry, we used to record on tape. Now it's all digital. Right. You know, you walk into a studio, you see spliced tape on the floor. Now it's not spliced. Digitally, they can just make it happen. You know, and I think it makes me feel good when I realize that I've given something to somebody, you know, given my time. Because like I say, God has blessed me, believe me, through some trying times. Okay. And I can sit here and I can tell you about some trying times. And there was a part of my life when I was out there in the world, really out there. Okay. But God brought me through it. And I've been able to share that with people. And if you can just save one person, that's all it takes. Just one person. You know, and in going back to what I was doing with my temple, give you a good example. I did my first college tour, bus tour, and we took kids to Princeton and to Rutgers. We didn't have much money; we did it on our own. And this young kid came, and he wasn't able to. He missed us in Jersey, and so he met us at Rutgers. He said, "I'm going to Army." Okay. By the end of the tour, he said, "No, I'm going to Rutgers."
Okay.
And I think he's a junior or senior at Rutgers.
Okay. Excellent.
You know?
Okay.
And that's how important. That's why this is so important to me, because so many of people today need to be trained, need to have that self-help. They need to be trained to believe in themselves and find their potential in life, what they want to do. And sometimes all we need is just a little, you know, a little push to get there. And this is what OIC is about.
Okay.
You know.
Now, is this the first time you've done something of this magnitude? Because this is a national organization.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So how will, well, first of all, now, are you going to be able to do this in conjunction with the Manhattans, or just when you tour by yourself?
No, in conjunction with the Manhattans.
Wherever you are. Okay.
I'm going to tell Blue about it.
Okay.
So when,
okay.
you know,
oh, that's a mouthpiece right there.
If he's out there in Phoenix, he can pass the word too.
Okay. Okay.
You know, and if he's interested and want to come on board,
okay.
Tell Art.
Okay.
You know, so I'm going to all of my peers that I work with.
Okay.
I'm going to pass the message and try to convince them to see how important it is. And I believe a lot of them will come to the party.
Okay. Yeah. Now, will there be any challenges as far as balancing your musical career with your philanthropic projects with them?
I don't think so, because we're going down the same path.
Okay.
I'm in the public. You know, I'm in the public eye. So it only takes a few minutes to just stop and say what I want to say about OIC, you know, and pass the word and the importance of it.
Okay.
And it can be done in the same interview when I'm talking about our show that.
But it's also critical that policymakers understand that the people we're talking about, they're not going to go to community college.
Okay.
At least right away.
Right.
Somebody's got to get to them, work with them, and get them to the point where they would even consider a community college. That's what we're all about. And that's why I keep going back to this spiritual thing about this organization. As long as it remains aligned with that element of people, with people who are on their last hope, if we continue to work with them, this organization will always thrive.
Okay.
And that's why, you know, when we talk to a Gerald Austin, he's interested, because, you know, community college doesn't need Gerald Austin. They got theirs. The people who go into community college, great for them, and I wish them, you know, the best. But the people we work with, they're not of that readiness. And they failed at community college already, you see. They failed at high school. They didn't get through high school to even be ready for community. I could take you down to our alternative school where you have 21, 22, 23-year-old people trying to get through high school. That's who we're talking about. We're talking about the brothers who are coming out of prison, you see, who nobody wants to hire, who are on the verge of losing hope and going back to prison because they can't find anything to do. We want to find something for them. Okay. Now, we're not opposed to helping others too, but our core is what Reverend Sullivan told us. We have to be about serving the least of these. That's what makes us distinctive in what we do. And so, yes, it's very relevant to what the policymakers are saying.
It's and piggyback on what Art just said, it's about the disadvantage. Just before you got it, we were talking about a lot of our gentlemen, men, are in prison. They're very smart, but they're in prison. So what we need to do is to help build their self-esteem, you know, their pride. And that's what this organization does. It takes the disadvantaged people who don't have any hope, and you build upon it. You try to show them that they are somebody. There's a potential in life. God has given all of us something to do in life. We help you find it. You can build upon it, and help you to grow. And you find your self-worth. And from that, then you want to go to school. You want to work, and then whatever you want to do, you can try. You have to be trained. Here, you be taught how to go to the job, or how to prepare for a job, how to dress for a job. How to go to college, take your test to go to college. how to talk in interviews,
Okay.
and most of all, how to keep the job after you get it.
Okay.
That's right.
Very important.
You
Very
know,
important.
And that's very, very important, and it's built on the foundation of the church. I was at church Sunday at my father's 30th anniversary,
Oh, wow.
and the preacher was preaching, and he was saying about serving God. He said, God has everything. And at first it caught me off guard when he said, but you can't serve God because God got everything.
Okay.
He said, but what God wants you to do to make sure that you serve Him is to serve each other.
Okay.
So if you love one another and you serve each other, you are serving God the way He wants you to serve Him. You know, and that's what it's all about: loving, serving, and helping each other. And this is what this organization is all about.
Okay.
You know, and we reach down and get those people who are at a disadvantage, have no hope, and it's a piece of work sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a piece of work.
Yeah.
But if you get 2 or 3, you've accomplished something.
Okay.